All right, so this is the second video that would be that's going to be filling in the case use chart. And so we're going to be working on the backside, which has the accusative and the ablative cases. All right. So the other videos for the nominative, genitive, and dative. If you haven't done that chart in class, you should go watch that first video, and then you get the backside with the accusative and the ablatives. And so we're going to fill those in now. So start with the accusative case. First thing we remember about accusative case, so this is going to be that first row right here at the top. What is the use of the accusative case that we know? Yes, it is the direct object. All right, it is a direct object. And so this is we asked the question when we were trying to find out what a direct object is. Action verb, who or what. All right, so remember with the predicate nominative on the nominative chart on the other side, over here, in the nominative column, with the predicate nominative, we ask linking verb, who or what. So a form of sum, esse, fui, and a couple other linking verbs, but sum, esse, fui is the most common. Here, with the direct object, we're going to be action verb, who or what. So, for example, Quintus canam canavit. So, canavit eats. Who or what does the eating? Quintus, therefore our subject. What is eaten? What is being eaten, or eating what? He eats the dinner. All right, and that's why it's our direct object. So that's the basic form of the direct object. The other one that you know, we don't call it this. You guys might call it the object of a preposition. It's technically called object of its place to which. So it's a preposition that shows you where you are going. All right? And this has a prep in Latin. Except for the couple of exceptions, cities and islands and domus and humus. But we'll cover that stuff. If that's fuzzy to you guys, don't worry about it. We'll cover it in class. And so this is the object. The accusative expresses the point to or through which something goes. All right, and so these are prepositions like to, or toward, or near, or through. All right, odd, trope, pair. All right, so those prepositions, and any other examples of that. Sub can take an accusative because you're moving underneath something. All right, those are just some examples. And those are the main two things that we know in with accusatives, is the direct object and place to which. With ablative, we know two, kind of three. So we're going to skip down to the next set of double lines right here. All right at the start here. We're going to start the ablative. And so ablative, you guys know, it's another one that often it's the object of an accusative, but we can get more specific than that. We have place where, which expresses the location where a thing is or an action takes place. All right, and this is, we see prepositions like in, on, under. All right, modestus, kewit sub horeo. Modestus was hiding under the grain house, not moving towards it, but he was already there. In this one, we see a preposition in Latin. And then the other place locations, what were those other types of prepositions that take the ablative case? Good, they all show movement away from something. So it's place from which. And again, it uses the prep in Latin. And so this expresses location from which something depart or is taken. And so we have prepositions like by, not by, from, out of, away from. All right, so Clemens ambulat ex horto. Clemens was walking out of the garden, and it expresses the place from which he's walking out of the garden. That's why horto is in the ablative. We're going to leave it with just these two for right now. And we'll talk about the third one that you know, which is agent, telling us how something's done. But that right now, that only occurs with deponent, perfect active participles, so we really don't have to worry about it just yet. But these two are the big ones. All right, place where, place from which. All right, so you should have now the first 2 lines filled out in the accusative, the first 2 lines filled in the ablative, and if you've watched the other video, you should have 2 lines in the nominative, 3 in the genitive, and 3 in the dative. All right, if you haven't watched the first video, go back and watch that. All right.